Hi, welcome to the second part about how we name alkenes. Now, always remember that when we speak about alkenes, that means you see the presence of double bonds in your organic compound structure. So, the basic things you need to remember in your alkene compound, the parent structure is always the longest chain that contains both carbon atoms of the double bond. Remember, you cannot form a double bond if you don't have two carbon atoms forming the sigma and the pi bonds. So it should contain the double bond, your parent chain. If it doesn't include the parent chain, the double bond in the parent chain, your parent chain is considered incorrect. And these are the basic rules. Again, the ending will just be an ENE, and we have to find the longest carbon chain that contains a carbon-carbon double bond, and we give the lowest possible number to the carbon-carbon double bond. And for the substituents or the branches of your alkene, we still name them the way we named our alkanes, and we give their position, and we need to alphabetize according to their names when we already write the complete name of your alkene. And of course, the last will be the parent's name. But in this case, the parent alkene should already have a number or numbers that will indicate the location of your double bond. So in this video, I'm going to show some examples, more examples that will enlighten us further so that we can master the naming of the alkenes. So the first one is this. Let's name this particular compound in which you see that there are two H's that were expanded, but please don't don't make yourself get confused with the structure. You can just basically compress that to CH, and this is also a CH. So your primary focus are the carbons. And the very first step is we have to know what's our parent. And the parent has to be the one that contains the double bond, and it should also be the longest continuous chain. And so we can identify that this coming from here, going there, that's already your longest continuous chain, and it contains our double bond, which is you would notice that there are no branches in this particular structure, and this is very simple. Then we start numbering. How do we number? Because there's no branch. The basis for our numbering is we start where the double bond is nearest to. Because it's nearest to the left side, that means we start numbering from the left. So this is carbon 1, this is 2, 3, and then 4, 5. That means this is a pentene. And this is incorrect because it's still incomplete. Where is the double bond of the pentene located? So the double bond is in between carbons 2 and 3, and we always use the smaller number so that this will now become 2 dash pentene. So this is the complete name of our compound. Now I want you to write this down, put it in your notebook as additional examples so that you'll be able to review later on as to the basic steps of naming alkenes. Okay, so that's it. Let me proceed to the next example. The next example will show us something that will branch out. Look at this. So the first step is we locate the parent chain, and the longest continuous parent chain should contain our double bond. Our double bond is here. So that means we cannot start from here, or else this will not be included. So you'll have now an idea that our parent chain is gonna start where the double bond is, and of course between moving to the left or to the right, we're gonna move to the right because it's the longest continuous chain. And now we're able to identify our parent chain. We know that the one not included there is the branch. So that means we're gonna number now our carbon from where the branch is located, or from where the double bond is also nearest to. The double bond is your priority. So double bond is here. That means we begin here. So this is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So the moment we have this, we can already identify the branch and where the carbon double bond is. We have to name the branch first. The branch is CH2, CH3, that means this is ethyl. So we write ethyl, that's our branch, and then we write its number. It's in carbon 2, so that's 2-ethyl. We don't have any other branches, just one branch of ethyl. That means I need to put a dash here after ethyl. And then this time, I'm going to point out where is the location of my chain. My parent chain is a hexene. But my double bond is in between carbon 1 and 2. But I'm going to use the one that is smaller. So that's 1 dash. And of course, it's 6. So that becomes hexene. So 2-ethyl-1-hexene. You might see some textbooks or references that will name it this way. 2-ethyl, and then the hex for 6 is continued after ethyl with no dash, and then dash 1 dash in. This is still accepted. So this is an or. So you may put the hex. It's just like your alkane, but you don't put the ene, just the hex to identify or to signify that there are 6. And then the next one is a dash, and that will put the number where the double bond is, because anyway the double bond will indicate an alkene. So that's why you can insert the number after you mention the appropriate prefix for the number of carbons. So you can name it 2-ethyl hex dash 1 dash in. So this is another example for naming of alkenes. I will stop right here, and I want you to copy this on your notes, and then I'm gonna give you in my next series of this video, I'm gonna give you some skeletal structures that may help you more in analyzing the nomenclature of your alkenes. So that's it for now, and I hope that you're really learning, and you're relearning some more, and unlearning those wrong concepts, wrong knowledge that you have learned before, and now you can say that you're getting better. So this is Madam Narca saying, don't stop learning, relearning, and unlearning. Goodbye, and God bless us all. See ya.